workers have anxiety, especially those in their 40s and 50s. It is useful to unpack the source of such anxiety. Workers in their 40s and 50s are at a stage of their lives when they can least afford income disruption. They have children to raise, mortgages to pay, and elderly parents who may be ailing and need financial support. Disruption can come anytime through industries being offshored elsewhere or by being displaced through foreign competition within Singapore. To this end, I agree with the government's effort in this budget to boost the hiring of locals and mid-career transitioners by reducing the S-Pass sub-DRC in the construction, marine and process industries. Despite all these efforts, mid-career workers' anxieties will be hard to assuage. Why? Transitions into new industries take time. There could be mismatch between openings and applicants. Seeking assistance from government agencies also positions the citizen as someone applying for help, which can be a humbling experience. All this can be a tremendous mental and emotional strain on the whole family. To illustrate, I know of one retrenched man who has still not told his wife that he lost his job some months ago. Every day, he leaves home as usual and comes back at the usual time while trying to find another job. In dealing with the long-term structural shifts, the government has devoted significant resources to enable workers to skill up and transit to other industries. This is certainly needed, but is it time now to consider other measures too that Singaporeans can tap on more seamlessly and for security and peace of mind? It had always been a tenet of this government to promote self-reliance among Singaporeans, and Singaporeans too prefer to be self-reliant and not have to seek government assistance at every turn. With the weak economic outlook and soft job market, it may be time to re-examine some policy approaches. For instance, I know of some mid-career employees who had been laid off and turned to government agencies for assistance, but were unable to secure work for months, a point that Ms. Jessica Tan alluded to earlier as well. Some of them wanted to chart their own reskilling towards a professional qualification in another field, which would require a significant cash outlay. One measure which I think should be considered is allowing more liberal use of CPF savings for education and reskilling. This would be reasonable for CPF members whose savings already exceed the applicable minimum sums. I will speak more about this at the Ministry of Manpower's Committee of Supply debate. Another measure for consideration is some sort of redundancy insurance. This has been previously debated in this House, with the government calling it not a crazy idea, but preferring its current approach of job creation and reskilling. How confident is the government that its existing schemes will be able to find solutions for everyone who applies? Today's economic climate illustrates how such insurance could provide a stabilizer to workers to soften the cliff edge that they face with job disruption. Suffice to say for now, sir, that the government would need to reassess its approaches periodically as economic and technological realities change. If the anxiety of citizens is not taken seriously enough, the door to populism and nativism will widen.